There's a pair of ships just up ahead.
Ships? But are we not still leagues from the shore?
I like how she didn't explain. Explain yourself, Shuli. Not Shuli, Shula. Thank you.
The quickest route to the surge is due east, past the second galley.
Okay, thank you.
How did these ships come to be here?
What do you imagine happens when an icon of water gets angry?
Oh.
Did you have to ask?
Poison. Stop moving further away! Oof. Oof. That poison. Oh. So this is a big map. Okay, we're gonna explore a little bit. Why music stop? Oh, sus. This area is so sus. And then the music comes back. Excuse me? That is the sussest area I've ever seen. The green altar. Oh. Hey, you guys. What's going on?
No, I still haven't mended the bridge. And I never bloody will if people don't leave me to my work.
Jeez, I was just here to say hi.
We won't find Walius this way. The sea lies behind us.
What's that? Dawnberries! Dawnberry creeper. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I'm going to fight them. Don't worry, Dan.
Tonberries. Foul creatures consumed
They're
by
tall!
their hatred for everyone and everything.
Everything save sharp knives, it seems.
Woohoo! Don't stab me with your knife! Why are you knifing? Don't knife! No, don't knife me! No! I'm scared! I have such PTSD with the Tonberry PTSD is real. They probably weren't gonna like one-shot me, but I'm so used to being one-shot by Tonberries. Oh my god. Whoa. Their tails look different. Wild. Wild. Is it too late to apologize? Is it too late? I said it's too late to apologize. Is it too late? Oh.
I can smell the sea. It's not far now.
This is beautiful. Whoa! It looks like that painting. Whoa!
How will we reach the surge?
We'll follow the coastline north. There's a bridge that'll take us across to the cape.
Oh. There's a...
You don't want to go down there. Trust me.
Why?
Do I even want to ask why?
Why? I want to ask why. Why? Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Look at all these antelope deer. Deerlope. Look at all these deerlope.
Might I inquire about the ray of light?
It's what prevents the surge from being reclaimed by the sea. And Dwalius by his people.
Aw. Poor babe. Dude, that's pretty. Oil stones are large pieces of shale used to hone the blade of tools and weapons. Their name comes from the fact that they are treated with tallow, an adornment to both aid lubricity and also help carry away any swarf created during the polishing process. This particular stone appears to have been affected by a sulfate of aether, which has somehow slowed its degradation process, allowing it to maintain its hardness, despite having been left untouched for several decades. What? Why are there so many sparklies here? What? Why did he give me 2 potions? What? Curiouser and curiouser. Oh my gosh, it looks so pretty.
You said before that the child is bound within the surge. But you've yet to tell us how we're meant to reach him.
By ship? I don't know.
I trust we won't have to hold our breath.
No. The surge wraps around the cape without engulfing it. If we continue to its tip, there is a path down to the seabed. And the wave's origin.
All right. It won't be the first dominant we've met at the bottom of the ocean.
True. Odin. Oh, is it a dungeon? It's a dungeon. What? The Surge. Mysidia. A lone wave rises to eternity, cursed never to break, the hands of time having stilled the rage of its tortured creator. I'm worried. This is so cool! The Surge Mysidia. Oh my god. Do we get to walk on it? Although it's still water.
It's not much further now.
It's not ice.
The path seems well kept. Do you and the villagers often come this way?
Only me. Once every new moon without fail. It is my duty both as village elder and Dwalius's descendant.
But surely no one blames you for what happened. Why should you bear the responsibility alone?
Wait, so you keep this path
You
by yourself?
misunderstand. I do it because I want to. To show him that he isn't alone, and that there are still some of us who would see an end to his suffering. Suffering you will soon witness with your own eyes.
Uh-oh.
The forest grows quickly here. Left unattended, the path would be reclaimed in a matter of moons.
The music! Dude!
Does the light point the way to the child?
It does indeed.
Wait, what's over here? Nothing. Over there. Nothing.
Look
Dude!
at all the droplets of water suspended in midair.
Where they have remained untouched by time for 80 summers.
That's so cool!
It's not right.
I know
It's not.
it's not right, but it's cool, okay? Leave me alone. Sarah!
There. Up ahead.
Spoilers. Oh, it's like what happened with Clive.
Down in the center. Follow me.
Oh,
still primed.
I'll never forget my first priming. The fear.
Damn. Priming. The act of a dominant transforming their living flesh into that of their icon. Priming does not require a continual draw on the aether. It is rather maintained by the constant channeling of the vast quantities of aether imbued within the dominant's own body. This allows dominants to remain primed even when they enter the aetherless deadlands. Oh, but also results in the crystal's curse taking a heavy toll on them with every act of priming. Got it.
I was old enough to understand what was happening. One can only imagine how this poor child felt.
He is the victim of an unforgivable sin, committed by people who saw him as nothing but a means to an end.
Aww.
He must be so frightened.
Poor baby.
Then I'll ease his burden.
You don't mean?
I'm not going to hurt him. Contrary to the tales, I don't go around killing dominants for no reason. What if I told you there was a way to remove Wallace's icon?
I tell you, you were a madman.
It's hard to believe, I know. But it can be done. Though, it isn't without its risks. Part of the icon remains no matter what.
So, it might still come to violence.
I should have saved before this. I'm a failure. Oh
it
no.
depends on the dominant. I've seen things end well, and I've seen things spiral out of control. But I do know one thing. If we turn our backs on this child, there will be no end to his suffering.
Aww.
And I think that a worse fate than the alternative. Don't you?
Very well. Do what you must. And whatever happens, I will own the consequences.
Don't be afraid, little one. Let me bear the weight.
Oh, it's fighting back? Oh, poor baby.
Hush now. It's going to be all right.
Is it done?
I think so. I can feel the icon inside me. But something's wrong.
I was about to say, I thought we were fighting that water boss, the annoying
He wasn't
elemental
just
water
afraid.
boss
He was angry.
in Final Fantasy X.
All right.
AB.
Let's see what you've given me.
Oh, geez. The power of water. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon. Okay. Tuning not only changes the element aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also okay. Okay. Crosswell, an inescapable rush of water that pummels enemies from multiple angles. Serpent Cry can be used to summon. Used to summon to Clive's off arm, a sea-splitting serpent capable of dealing precision strikes. Okay. Pressing square in this state will unleash a tidal torrent. Bursts of water capable of forcefully knocking back. Oh, smaller creatures while pressing. Oh, interesting. Tidal gauge. Using this attack will deplete your tidal gauge. It can be refilled quicker by pressing circle. Time a second press perfectly with the on-screen prompt to immediately refill the gauge, as well as earn unlimited ammunition for a short period of time. The tidal gauge is also replenished when successfully executing a precision dodge. Okay. Roll. While using super... Oh! Only Leviathan's abilities are available during this battle? The audacity.
Is that Leviathan?
But a formidable adversary nonetheless.
Great, love that. Okay, wait, oh, what? Oh, what?
Oh, look. It has friends.
What's this? Oh, I'm out of... I need a refill. I need a refill! Bruh. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's cool. It feels like a totally different system. Flawless orb. It has been noted that in some early texts, our forebears would oft times refer to crystals as orbs. Oh. And while the use of all capital letters to this day cannot be satisfactorily explained, the term itself is most likely one scholar's interpretation of text transcribed by a much older language. This pale blue fragment taken from the body of the Egi Egi, Pericos, however, is indeed an orb, and while completely flawless and teeming with the wild whorls and eddies of pure life energy, by no means does it warrant rendering in the uppercase. I've never really looked at Pericos like what they look like.
Is everyone all right?
During
He
Thalia.
seems calmer now.
You said Walius was frozen in time. But he knew we were here. How?
Is he a dominant? Feeling?
I don't know. He's never reacted to anything or anyone. Until now.
The child has been bound for nigh on a century. If he has been conscious from the first, we must remove the seal at once.
It's not that simple. I wish it were, but there's more to this tale. It would be better if I explained back at the village.
I see. Then let's return before it gets dark.
There's more?
I'm sorry, Walius. I will make this right.
Anything new? Oh, this poor baby. This poor baby. This poor baby. Flow. Flow? Awaken the storm. Look at all these 14 references, bro.
So, part of Leviathan is inside you now, is it?
She sounds so
Does
skeptical.
it hurt?
No.
Cute.
Not anymore, anyway.
He's like, I'm used to it.
Good. Because I still have need of your strength. If you want to know the rest, we should head to the Witten Hall.
Of course.
At the
Look, Dad.
blacksmith?
The Triveri's back. Do you think they saved Valius?
Aw.
We'll find out soon enough, son.
We're going to try. We're gonna try, okay? We're gonna try and save him.
On evening tides? Haven is gladdened at your return.
Oh, because we didn't say it back. What was the saying again? On evening tides, something or rather.
And what are you two drawing?
The rill? We're seeing who's fastest, and I'm going to win.
The rill? What's the rill?
Bastard things. Tore the fish right out of the baskets.
Oh. That sounds like a side quest.
Titus, that's cold.
Like this, Nan.
That's right. Just see those knots are tight, or we'll lose the pennants to the wind.
Oh, that's cute! You can see them actually dyeing the fabric. That's cool. Is he okay? You okay, my dude? Tide Strike Reforged.
Flawless.
Ooh. I still like Omega though. Omega still looks dope.
She showed them the surge. But what if the...
Breathe, deep breath.
What? Made it come back to life? And how do you reckon they'd manage that? Outside of magics?
But that's kind of what we're trying to do though.
O ceaseless rill, guide thy bounty unto our withered shores this
Oh. That's the rill. Okay. New dialogue from
So these
here.
hens were a gift from the dame, were they? There are more than I can count.
You do have two hands, you know.
How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's only 7! I have a hard time counting, my dude. Oh. I didn't see that.
Almost time for harvest, then?
Aye. And still the heads aren't heavy. Must be salt in the soil.
If we pick too many of the flowers, there won't be enough left to go to seed. And then next year, we won't have any.
Like that they're teaching the kids moderation. Good, good, good.
The broom is your war hammer.
The leaves, our mortal enemy. Show them no mercy for the glory of Mysidia.
What is that laugh? That was cute.
No sign of the child.
I won't. You don't think these? Oh, they really think that I killed the child then. Child's fine.
You're a braver man than me, taking a stroll through those woods. I'll be sticking to this end of the village, thank you very much.
I got new abilities. I got Leviathan. Speaking of which, I need to add this into my arsenal. Jeez, I still have all these ability points, bro. What am I supposed to do with them?
To understand the spell which binds Walyas, you must first know who we are and what drove my forebears to commit such an atrocity. This tapestry is our story, the one that brought us here.
Okay, they
After generations of wandering, my people sought refuge in northeastern Storm, some 170 years ago. But in exchange for our safety, the Gregorian Church demanded we renounce our faith and branded us heretics when we could not.
To be exterminated, as a lesson to others.
Gotta love the
And
Gregorian
so was
Church.
it chronicled in the imperial histories, for anything less would have made the Church seem weak. Yet a handful survived. The few who did fled north and west, and in doing so discovered two things that would forever shape our fates. The first
that
was
the
an
tower?
old legend, revealing how to make your very own Mother Crystal.
Oh shoot!
I've heard that one before.
That's why we had to play
Yes.
Echoes of the Fallen.
Yet it gave them new hope, however false. Our ancestors convinced themselves that they could recreate the divine if they could only find a strong enough heart.
Oh, it's all
A
coming
living
together.
being capable of channeling torrents of ether. And the heavens provided.
A dominant Walyas.
They'd stumbled across a nostrum in an ancient ruin, which they believed could provoke a sudden outpouring of a creature's ether. They meant to enrage his icon.
Oh shoot.
Leviathan.
Damn. The current dominant of Leviathan, born into the family of the tributary of the moats of water some 80 years ago. Said family plotted to transform their new arrival into the heart of a mother crystal. By means of forcing his icon to prime and freezing it in time, when its aether channeling powers were in full flow. They really meant to sacrifice it. Damn. Their plan not only failed to produce a single crystal, but also made of Walyas an eternal prisoner, whose release would spell doom for their people, drowned beneath Leviathan's waves. His only hope for freedom would be the coming of one who could remove his icon, or else bested in battle, one such as Clive Rossfield.
Would have destroyed everything, had our people not made their second important discovery. A means to stop time itself.
Where did they find that?
Yeah.
The Northerners had no such magics, or they would have used them.
When our ancestors first arrived, the land was uninhabited, save for an old witch who lived on the highest peak. Her body had been consumed by the curse, a cruel payment for her long years of service to the Northern Thanes. So desperate were they to prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, they'd forced her to devise a spell to stop time.
But Drake's Eye did fall.
Oh,
It did. When she finally perfected the necessary magics, it was already too late. As punishment for her failure, the Thanes exiled her to this forsaken place to live out the few days she had left. Knowing her suffering, our ancestors cared for her as best they could, and in return, she gifted them her spell. That even though she should die, her legacy might live on.
Interesting.
So armed with both the knowledge of the ancients and the secrets of time, Our ancestors settled upon an ambitious plan.
Do we got a name? The Moats of Water, the people among whom the dominant of Leviathan is born, who fled from southern Ash after the fall of Drake's Horn. Their wanderings took them to Eastern Storm, where they were persecuted as heretics by the nascent Gregorian Inquisition and driven to the brink of extinction. The few survivors fled north and west, where they found a safe haven in Mysidia. Alas, their attempts to revive their people's fortunes by harnessing the power of Leviathan to create a new mother crystal ended in tragedy. The babe that was to be their savior frozen in an unending torment. Chronomancy. The secret of controlling the flow of time by means of ethereal manipulation. It was devised and perfected by the Witch of the North, who was tasked by the Thanes of the Northern Territories with finding a way to stall or prevent the fall of Drake's Eye. After a lifetime of toil, she finally perfected the spell some 80 years ago, but it was too late to save their doomed mother crystal. The Moats of Water would later put it to another, more sinister purpose, that of creating a new mother crystal by freezing their baby dominant in time. Alas, that plan too resulted in failure, the witch's magic succeeding only in preventing the extermination of their people by an Icon's fury. The Witch of the North. A woman of the Northern Territories who breathed her last some 80 years ago. She had been employed by the Northern Thanes to weave a spell to stop time, that they might prevent the fall of Drake's Eye, and hence their nation. Do we know why Drake's Eye fell? Light reasons? Okay. And hence their nation. When at last she perfected the spell, it was already too late to save the Mother Crystal, or the witch, her flesh nigh consumed by the crystal's curse. It was in this state, close to death and abandoned by her people, that the Moats of Water stumbled upon her. They cared for her as best they could, and in return for their kindness, she gifted them her spell. Interesting. Okay.
They would create a new Mother Crystal and enchant it that it might endure for all eternity.
So they were planning to use the baby's
Thus would our people's wandering, our suffering, finally end, and prosperity visit us once more.
You don't need a crystal for that, but, you know.
And all it would require was the sacrifice.
Yeah, that's it.
Of a single child. A small price to pay. Or so they believed.
Not just a child, a dominant child.
Another victim of man's blind reliance on the mother crystals.
Facts.
So we know the seal source.
This music always starts when we talk about this.
Do you recall the Dome of Light on top of the cliffs to the west?
Oh, we're going there.
Inside lie the ruins of an old temple. It was there that the witch built the Vare, a conduit of sorts that channels her remaining ether into the surge.
The Vare.
But it's been a long time since anyone set foot in the place.
So we gotta exterminate
And now,
the monsters.
There are others who claim it as their own.
Of course, as there
Then we shall
always
go
is.
prepared for a fight.
Always are.
That said, it may be best if one of us stays behind.
What?
You think the village could be in danger?
We saw the ether flow from Wallius in all directions, but only encountered a single familiar.
Is Joshua staying?
And should even one make its way here, I doubt the walls could hold it back for long.
Then I shall stay. The Phoenix will see your people safe, tributary.
I had a feeling it was going to be Joshua.
Very well. We should depart at once. I fear time may no longer be a luxury we can afford.
Interesting. I have theory, but I want to continue game. Oh, we got side quests. Haven, a small village situated in the center of Mysidia. The Moats of Water, who established the current settlement nearly a century ago, found their new homes amongst the ruins of pre-existing stone architecture. To ensure the existence of their peoples remains unknown, only a handful of Haven's residents are ever permitted to leave the village, and even then usually only for the purpose of trade. The Heir of Hours, atop one of the region's highest peaks, sits the ancient stone temple, awash in the glow of a mysterious blue light from a magic artifact. In its innermost sanctum, known as the Vare, shines a bright ray of time-altering light that extends across the forest canopy, down to Cape Nepto and the Surge. The Vare, the magical apparatus by which the spell freezing Wallius and the Surge in time was cast, and continues to be sustained. It was erected in the Air of Hours, the temple that sits upon Mysidia's highest peak, the only place that offered an unbroken line of sight, at Drake's Eye, where the spell was originally intended to be cast.
The Vare is not easy to find. We must first head north and then west, deeper into the forest.
Okay. I'm gonna do side quests. I'm gonna be bad. I'm not bad. I'm gonna be
the child.
I can't go on like this.
Do you have asthma?
See that? You don't want to get yourself worked up again.
You got asthma, my dude? You good?
Just try to breathe.
If you have asthma, that's not what you say to someone who has asthma.
Ah, you're the outsider. I'm Fannet, healer by trade. And this is Talor, one of my patients. He took ill not long after you arrived.
Oh, is it our fault?
Nothing too serious, I hope.
I hope so too, but...
Did we bring plague?
Right.
This affliction, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. He complains of feeling chilled to the bone, but there's no fever to go with it. And my most powerful antalgic hasn't done a thing to ease the pain in his chest. I'm starting to wonder if his condition might require a different kind of treatment altogether. Shula said that you were here to help us. You couldn't help me, could you?
Of course, we can help you, for sure. I'd be happy to help if I can.
I'd be happy to. If I can.
If I can, yeah.
You can, don't worry. All I need you to do is speak to Talor's son, Pavat, over at the forge. And ask if he knows what his father was up to before he came down sick. Something must have caused this, and I want to find out what.
Yeah, me too.
The trouble is, Talor's too weak to speak, and I can't leave his side for long. So while you talk to Pavat, I'll pay his wife word a quick visit, just in case she knows anything.
All right.
Let's prioritize this quest, because it has the plus sign. The plus sign!
Leave me be. Let me go. Let me go.
Let you go? Are you okay?
Oh, do you need something?
I do, though not from the forge. Fannet asked me to speak with you. She's looking into the cause of your father's illness.
Oh, they're
Wondered if you
related.
could shed any light on the matter.
And they both had the plus.
see.
Plus? No.
Sorry.
They didn't have.
She shouldn't have dragged you into this.
It's no trouble, really. Tell me, did your father do anything out of the ordinary before he fell ill?
Not that I know of. But then I hardly see him. He's always out and about, like. Well, at least he was. Suppose he might have been a bit more fidgety than usual, but apart from that...
Fidgety?
When you say out and about, where does he usually go?
Just round the village. Wanders over to Blazier's place most days.
Blazier's
He's a
place.
fisher who lives on the other side of the fount. They're old friends. Maybe he knows something I don't.
Maybe. I'll go and speak with him.
Greetings, stranger. What can I do for you?
What
Your
can
name's
I do
Blazier,
for
is it
you?
not? Pavad tells me you're a friend of his father's, and that the two of you may have spent some time together prior to his illness.
His illness? Talor's never been ill a day in his life. I don't know why he'd start now.
I don't know why he'd start
Fanny
now.
doesn't know either. It was she who asked me to look into his recent behavior on the off chance it might explain how his condition arose.
Oh, I suppose there was something that struck me as a
Suppose
bit odd.
there was.
He kept asking about the woods.
The woods?
Did you see anything strange on your way back from the shore? Are you certain? Do you swear? That kind of thing.
Noble?
I didn't, of course. But he wouldn't let it go.
It
was like he was expecting something to happen. It was just a matter of when. Not that I know what. But he never told me anyway.
Well, that certainly does sound unusual.
I love this accent.
And it might just be what Fannet is looking for. Thank you.
Ah, don't mention it. Oh, and when you say Talor, wish him the best from me, yeah?
Love it.
Let's see what the healer makes of this.
Okay.
I spoke with Werder, but she couldn't tell me anything.
Werder.
Did you have any better luck?
Nothing conclusive. But there was one thing.
Something about the woods.
Blazier, the fisherman,
Blazier.
told me that Talor had taken a sudden interest in the forest of late. He kept asking him if he'd seen anything unusual there on his way back from the coast, but never let on what exactly he was expecting him to have seen.
The forest between here and the coast. Surely not. But then...
What?
Then...
I can't say for sure. But I think Talor's illness...
Oh
might have
no,
some
not the
connection to
Tonberries. This was a Tonberry
Tonberries.
thing?
You may have encountered them during your time here. The small, scaly beastmen.
That look creepy as
they may
heck
have
in this
caused
game.
Talor's illness.
Not cute and small.
At least in a way. And if I'm right, it's no wonder the treatments I've been trying didn't work.
It's the curse.
Oh, no, it's a lot to ask, but would you go down into Father's Fell for me? There's an altar there, and if my fears are true, an offering upon it.
What is going on here?
Offering?
Please. I'll explain everything when you return, but time flows fast. I beg you, make haste for Father's Fell and take the offering from the altar. Talor's life may depend on it.
Very well.
You can curse people in this village? Oof.
There's an old altar in the forests of Father's Fell where the Tonberries sometimes congregate. If you leave now, it might not be too late.
Am I going the right way?
If there's one thing I know about beastmen, is that they love to hide in the dark.
Oh, this is the Tonberry thing. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Oh, great. Let's save. These Tonberries look creepy as all heck, bro. Their feet! Their feet! I don't like it. I don't like it.
What are they up to? Some sort of ritual. Sorry to disturb you.
That's quite a feat, no. Bro! Oh, there's more. Okay, cool. Oops. What, still early? Bro, why do I suck at this? Why Olivia gun? Because it's water gun.
Let's see what's on this altar then.
Oh, it's the mirror. What is this?
A silver chain.
Oh, someone tried to
I doubt
curse
the
him?
Tonberries made it. This must be what Fennec was talking about.
Someone trying to make sacrifices? Jeez, you could literally one-shot with Leviathan alone. That is crazy.
You're back. Well, did you find anything?
Silver chain. A string of finely wrought links found offered upon an altar in Tonberry territory, exactly as Mysidia's healer suspected. The delicacy of the metalwork, combined with the fact that the attached pendant depicts the head of a dragon, suggests that it is not the work of the beastmen.
I did. This silver chain.
Sus.
I knew it.
Well, I'm still none the wiser.
Forgive me. This chain. It's a Gregorian Maternoster.
Okay,
Worn
what's
by
that
men
mean?
of the faith. What's it doing here? And why would the Tonberries be praying to it?
To understand that, you need to understand what the Tonberries are. They feed on hatred and suffering.
Okay.
And some say that if you render them an offering, some token of grievance against your fellow man, they will put a curse upon him.
So you think someone's put a Tonberry curse on Talor?
Probably.
I I can't say for sure. Truth be told, I always assumed it was an old wives' tale. But given his fear of the forest and the presence of the chain on the altar, I don't know what else to think.
So who has a...
Does Talor have any enemies in the village?
Yeah.
Anyone who would nurse such a grudge?
No, I believe the one who left the chain at the altar was Talor himself.
Why?
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, I beg your sweet
There's more
pardon?
to the tale, you see. It's said that if you attempt to curse a soul that has returned to the sea already, your ire has nowhere to go but back to its source.
Oh, who was he?
You're saying he cursed himself?
Why?
In trying to curse another, aye.
Oh, who was he trying
When
to
my
curse?
father was younger, he was one of the few permitted to venture beyond the wall on trading expeditions. He told us that when he journeyed to Sanbreque, he'd wear that chain to disguise his true beliefs, lest Griega's faithful turn their cudgels on him.
Okay.
Did they ever catch him in his deception? Might that explain the ill will he bears someone?
Not that he ever told me.
Come now. Let's not waste time speculating about Talor's past. We need to focus on the present, and that means finding a way to break the curse.
All right. If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Thank you. I shall.
Aye, and thanks for going to all this trouble. Here, it's not much, but I want you to have
we
this.
got freebie? Free?
We call it an adder stone.
Adder
It's a
stone.
gatherer's charm. Reacts to certain rare minerals we use in crafting. Makes them ring out like a bell. Stuff you'd have no chance of spotting otherwise.
Wait, what?
If you find anything, see that you bring it back to me. I can make you some decent gear with it. If you're interested.
I'm gonna hear a ringing now?
I am, thank you. And I'll be sure to pay you a visit. Until then, I wish your father a swift recovery.
Huh. Interesting. What ails you? Hey, level up! Level up! Serpent Ring Design Draft. A diagram detailing the steps to craft a set of 4 rings, believed to channel the might of the icon Leviathan. Adder Stone. By harnessing an aquamarine's peculiar ability to audibly resonate with other aquamarines. Charms carved from the self-same musician gemstone, called Adder Stones, by the people of the North, can be used to locate other nearby sources. Interesting. You have obtained the design drafts for Serpent's Ring. Accessory that will... Okay. I don't think I'm going to use them, but okay. Carved from aquamarine. Controller will vibrate when in proximity. Please note that some aquamarine locations will differ between action, story, focus modes, and final... Oh! They're different? Manda.
Are you a rider by any chance?
I am. What gave me away?
Oh, I can smell it on you.
Amanda!
The scent of the stables.
Yes,
and
I
not
have a
just
chocobo.
any stables. Something tells me you've never been one to ride half-starved birds with chine-gall and wet beak. If I had a guess, I'd say your bird eats only the finest greens and has her feathers groomed twice a day with a curl hairbrush.
Nothing but the best for my Ambrosia.
Ambrosia!
Ambrosia, eh? Pretty name. What's she like?
Well, she's tall and
Oh
strong.
yeah, and her feathers are white as snow.
And her feathers are as white as snow.
You're joking. You've got a white chocobo.
I have, yes. I suppose they are rather rare.
This I've got to see. Can
Oh,
you
we get to bring Ambrosia now? I would if I could.
I would if I could, but I doubt Shula's skiff could hold her.
Me dad's got a boat, and he's ferried chocobos before. You could get him to bring her.
Yay!
It'd be
Okay.
perfect timing and all. He's preparing for a trip beyond the wall as we speak. I'm sure he'd help you if you asked.
Sure.
He would.
Sure.
Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to have Ambrosia around.
It'd be great to have Ambrosia around.
All right then. Where
Ambrosia.
could I find your father?
He'll be in the storehouse on the other side of the brook. Tell him Manda sent you.
Thanks, Amanda. This girl important.
You one of the outsiders, then?
I am. Shula invited me. Are you Manda's father?
I am. Got you running errands for her already, has she?
She's asked to see my chocobo, but I'd need your help and your boat to bring her here.
Or you could just say no. Honestly, that girl and her birds, she'll be growing feathers soon enough.
Truth be told, I didn't take the idea seriously at first. But thinking about it, it would make it easier to get around if I had Ambrosia here.
Yes.
Can you
I
help?
like that they make this sort of canon to bring Ambrosia.
If you're sure that's what you want. The tributary says we're to treat you lot as we would each other. So, if you need me to ferry your bird over, then that's what I'll do.
Thanks, my dude.
Still, they don't take the water easily. I'll need you to bring us a mimic gourd or two to keep her calm on the journey over.
Mimic gourd?
And where would I find one of those?
Oh, don't ask me. It's been years since I last brought a chocobo across the bay, and I'm told the world's
we were able
changed
to
a fair
bring
bit since then.
Ambrosia to
Where do you usually get your
Ash?
stable supplies from?
Well, the man who made Ambrosia's tack lived in Martha's Rest, and if I remember correctly, he traded in chocobo feed too. So I suppose I'll go and ask him.
I'll be sailing over to Northreach soon to pick up some supplies. While I do that, you collect your bird and your gourd, and then meet me by the shore. Just don't take too long, all right?
You do that first. That seems like an easy task.
I remember you. You're the one who saved Whiteheart. How's the old girl doing?
Oh.
She's very well. Thank you.
It's this guy.
Oh, don't thank me. You're the one who saved her. Anyway, what brings you to the rest today?
I was hoping to purchase a mimit gourd. And I thought you might be able to tell me where I could find one.
Oh, reckon I could do better than that. Just so happens, I've got a whole carload of the blasted things. Not a buyer in sight.
Give it to me for
Really?
free. Give it to me for free.
Aye, you'd be doing me a favour taking a few off my hands before they
Just a
turn
few?
to mush.
Give
Just
me all.
be on the lookout for wild birds, eh? Don't want them chasing after you like they did me.
Yeah, when we first met him.
I
That's
will.
a nice
And
throwback.
thank you.
It's a crazy throwback.
Oh, you're very welcome. Any friend of Whiteheart is a friend of mine. And in times like these, friends have got to stick together.
We certainly do.
That's crazy. He treated us totally
Northreach, then.
different before.
Wouldn't want to keep Manda's father waiting.
So, you've
Oh.
met Shula. I hope you come to enjoy her company as much as I have.
Oh my.
How
Okay.
exactly did you meet?
She and several others ran afoul of the church during an ill-fated visit to the old capital. We provided them with
Oh.
refuge until the danger had passed. Despite the insistence of her clergy, Great Grieger's love is not as boundless as they would have us believe.
Facts.
Especially when it comes to those of differing faiths.
Few are the opportunities for those who cleave to pagan gods here, however inept Grieger's chosen representatives may have proven of late. And while the life of a courtesan is not for everybody, and I would never force it upon anyone, I do count several of Shula's flock among my best.
So then Layla is...
Yep.
Yes. But perhaps it is better we keep that to ourselves. For her and her people's sake.
I can't talk to him on the burb.
You deserve a rest.
Boo! We should be able to talk to him on the burb.
Ah, there you are.
Because we're bringing burb across.
And this must be Ambrosia, was it?
She's so pretty!
She's a real beauty, isn't she?
Right? I
I
know.
have the mimic gourd too. Here.
Mimic gourd. Originally native to Ash, early trade between the twin realms saw the bright orange vegetable quickly spread across Storm. Though unlike in Waloed, where it can be found in a variety of culinary creations, from pies to soups, west of the Otha, the Mehmet gourd's use is almost solely limited to chocobo fodder. Oh, as it is found to induce a calming effect in ill-tempered birds. Interesting.
Thank you kindly. Soon as she's gobbled this up, we'll set sail.
Set sail.
We're going to take a little trip across the bay now, Ambrosia. Don't worry. You'll be all right.
Ah, cutie! Little wiggle. Chocobo wiggle. Oh, cool. It brought us directly back. Nice. I don't have to run.
Well, we made it.
You didn't all? She is as white as snow. You're beautiful, aren't you, girl?
Brave, too. She was calm as you like on the journey over.
I mean, she's been to
Ash. Of course, but passing through the walls enough to spook most birds even then. Not this one, though.
Ambrosia's seen
Ambrosia's been
things.
through a lot.
Yeah.
I doubt there's much that could unnerve her now.
True.
Not with a beloved master by her side.
Aww.
No. It's you who looks after me, isn't it, girl?
True. Ambrosia saved your skin, Clive.
Anyway, thanks for bringing her here. I hope I can breed a bird like her someday.
And if you and Ambrosia need ferrying back to Northreach, you only need to say the word.
Don't try to breed
Thank you.
Ambrosia.
But I think we might explore Mysidia together. What do you say, Ambrosia?
Cutie! Yay! We brought Ambrosia over. You can now summon Ambrosia and Mysidia. Love that.
I suspect two dominants can handle whatever it is that awaits you atop that peak. And if not, there's always Lady Shula's battle axe.
Okay, Joshua.
Tomorrow